So, hi guys, how we doing? Today's video, we're going to be talking about the latest bit of tech that I got for my stream setup, and that is the Elgato Stream Deck. Before we go into the video, a massive thank you to my girlfriend, my father, and my mother, who actually all chipped in for this thing for me, because they know how badly I wanted one. But obviously, when I started out being a streamer, there was more things that I had to get rather than the Stream Deck, such as lighting, camera, and a microphone. These are the most important things, rather than the big techie stuff, but this is more like the late game stuff. I've had a few Elgato products now, and I can safely say I've never had any issues with them. I actually replaced a Razer Ripsaw capture card with an Elgato HD60S capture card, and ever since I made that switch for those purpose reasons, it was amazing. It solved all my issues literally overnight like that. I cannot even begin to tell you the issues that I have with the Razer Ripsaw. Don't do it to yourself. But yeah, before we go into the video, I've had a massive rebranding on the stream, and I was really excited to share it on Twitch the other day, and I haven't actually done a new YouTube video yet with my new intro, so call me excited, but take a look. I know. It's a cool intro. Right, let's get to the video anyway. Right, so what is the actual Stream Deck? So the Stream Deck is basically a USB keypad that basically allows you to control multiple functions while you're streaming, and as I've actually managed to discover, while you're actually off stream, using things like YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, loads of stuff that we're going to go into today. The best thing about the Stream Deck is it makes your life so much easier as a streamer. You don't have to Alt-Tab out of your screen in certain games. You don't have to use your mouse to click onto different like scene transitions and like control your volume and stuff like that. I've managed to set up everything to my Spotify volume going up and down, setting certain volumes. So I literally, at the push of a button, it's done. Setting a live Twitter post for when I'm going live, putting Twitch ads on with the push of a button. Literally everything ends with a push of a button. That is the selling point here. It makes your life a hell of a lot easier. So my aim by the end of this video is to show you everything that I have learned within the last 2 weeks of using the Stream Deck, playing around with it, designing icons. So the first thing that you're going to want to do when you get the Stream Deck is, well, let's just face the packaging is really neat with the Stream Deck as well. It's tells you everything that you need to know on the back of it. So I'm not going to sit here and read it all to you because that would be boring. So the Stream Deck comes with this little manual, and it literally shows you the step-by-step guide on how to install it. I'm not going to show you guys how to install it because it literally takes you minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. It shows you what website to go to. You click Mac or Windows, providing of what computer you're using, and then boom, you get the app on your PC, you load it up, and you'll be presented with this screen. So when you open up the Stream Deck app for the first time, this is the screen that you're going to be presented with, and this is where basically you add all the integration systems from the right over to the left. So what you're seeing here is what you're going to be seeing on your actual USB keypad, the actual Stream Deck itself. So first things first, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what my profile actually looks like. I'm not going to go into much detail of it because I want to show you guys actually how to add it to the Stream Deck rather than just show you. But my profile looks a little bit of like this. So I've got loads of scenes, folders, all set up already, audio options, Spotify options, etc, etc. Now, I can't go into every single detail, but I'm going to show you the key functions of how to do things, and then believe me, by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what I mean, and you'll be able to do it yourself. So let's go back to the screen that you're going to be seeing, and let's add one thing specifically first, and that's going to be a folder. So you've probably read on the Stream Deck profile somewhere that you get over 210 functions, but at the moment you can only see 15 keys. How do you get more buttons? Simple as that, you create folders. So you drag and click the folder button to wherever you want it to be, and then literally click into that folder, and it is taking you to a whole new set of buttons again. And then you can click the arrow to come back out of it. Same thing, if I click the folder button on my keypad here, it takes me to that page anyway straight away. And same thing, if I click the keypad button on my actual Stream Deck, you can see the difference. It takes me to the scenes that I'm clicking right here. So let's actually go into the folder section. Let's just call this, for example, scenes, just for the sake of OBS. So I'm going to show you how to add some scenes. This can work with Streamlabs as well. So you can see here, I'm going to be using the OBS Studio button just here, but you can do exactly the same with your Streamlabs by adding alerts, jars, credits. I mean, I don't use Streamlabs myself. I use OBS, but you've got Streamlabs OBS as well, where you can add scenes. It's exactly the same procedure. So for me, I use OBS. So basically go into scenes, double click it. And what you want to do is add a scene over. And then let's do 2 to 3 scenes, just for the sake of the example. So at the moment, these aren't actually set to any functions at all. So click on one of them and give it the title. So let's say, for example, this is your live gameplay. I'll just call it live game for the sake of the tutorial. At the bottom here, you can see collection. I just leave that camera set up with audio because you're just going to want the camera and set up an audio. You don't need to change that. But the scene is going to be the most important part you click. So if you don't click live gameplay and you give it something else, you're not actually giving it the right one. So if you've named it live gameplay, go to your live gameplay scene or whatever you've called your scene, and then boom. So right now on Twitch, on OBS, if I click live games, it'll make a transition straight to my actual live gameplay screen. And you can see me in the lower left here, and you can see my whole front page of my desktop. Now, I haven't got my recording scene set up on my desktop for my stream deck, so let me just mouse click it, and it takes me straight back. By the way, that's my new cool transition. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think it's pretty cool. Best thing about it, made it myself. Let's get back to the actual stream deck for a second. So that's how you make a scene real quick. Another one just real quickly, just chatting. So if I put literally just chat, exactly the same thing, go to scenes, talk screen. If I click the same button now on my stream deck, it takes me to my just chatting stream that you'll probably see me on Twitch on the occasion. So that is as simple as it is, creating scenes for your stream deck. You can add folders for anything that you want to do, such as Spotify, audio, etc, etc. So for example, we got mixer audio right here. So just first things first, let me just create a folder like I've shown you already how to do. We're going to throw that over there. We're going to call this audio. And then we're going to go back to OBS Studio, and we're just going to click into the audio folder and drag in mixer audio 2 times. So say for example you're playing with, I don't know, say your desktop audio and you've got Spotify audio, and obviously you control them differently and want to mute them at certain times. Now instead of having to alt tab out of your game and then clicking it on the actual speaker icon, it's as easy as double clicking source, click the source of what you're looking to do, put it on there, call it whatever you want to, and then when you press that button actually on your stream deck, it will mute and unmute that source. Like I said, guys, push of a button. It literally is that simple. It's amazing. You can do exactly the same procedures with Spotify as well. So if I actually go into my profile, I'll show you something that's really neat. On my Spotify profile, this little button here actually plays the song that's currently. This lowers the volume. This one ups the volume. This one here is a setting for low volume that I actually have, and it's set at 35. This one here is set to 100. So when I start my stream, obviously I have a starting soon screen. So I'll put Spotify on and then click hi. I'm actually using Stream Beats by Harris Heller at the moment. A lot of streamers and a lot of you out there probably know who this guy is. He's a legend. He makes literally free copyright music for streamers. Free promo right there. Go check Stream Beats out on Spotify. It is insane music and it's literally copyright free. What more do you want, people? Go check it out, because if you haven't, you are missing out and doing yourself a disservice. But yeah, literally these buttons here I have programmed to like low, volume 35, high, volume 100. So literally if I click these buttons, my volume on Spotify will be adjusted to the button I click. Like I said, instead of having to faff around with my volume controls, push of a button, people. You're going to hear it a lot in this video. Push of a button. Let's go back to the profile that you'll be seeing first and foremost. So we've done some audio and we've done some scenes. Let me show you how to set up the Twitter one as well that I've got. So the instant Twitter post that allows you to say, oh, hi guys, I'm live. Come check me out on Twitch. So if you go all the way to your Twitter icon down here and drag and click the tweet to your Stream Deck profile, you're going to see that there's an account here. That's actually my account. Go follow my Twitter if you don't already. Why aren't you following? Click add account, add your account into it, and then you're going to see this exact page. Call it whatever you want to, so let's just call it Twitter for the sake of this tutorial, because that's actually what mine's called on my Stream Deck anyway. Add the text that you want to add, so I put, for example, afternoon prime pack, how we doing, come watch me live, space, copy and paste your Twitch link into that text box, and then your Stream Deck, you're going to see the button pop up, click it, and it will send it straight to your Twitter, and it's there already. It is literally as easy as that. And once again, guys, I'm going to say it one more time for you. Push of a button. Push of a button. So you kind of getting the idea of where I'm going at here. The Stream Deck literally makes your life easier in the sense of you never have to alt tab out of anything ever again. You literally just lean over, press a button, and it's done. And it's not even a case of getting used to it. It's the buttons are a big enough size so you don't misclick anything as well, and you don't really have to like, oh, what am I clicking? They pop up with literally, I think it's LCD rather than LED. It's so easy to use, you don't have to get used to it. You just instantly pick it up, and you learn where to put things. The only thing that I'd probably say is don't move around your icons too much. Get used to where you put your placement, so naturally when you're on stream, you can go bum, 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 done. Bum, 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 done. I wouldn't move all your icons around every week or something, because then muscle memory will be out of the loose, and you will have to pay a bit more attention to going, which one am I pressing? But you're kind of getting the vibe of what I'm saying here. there's some really cool things actually on the Stream Deck that you've got. So the game capture, so this actually is in sync with the game capture HD if you've got an Elgato capture card. You can see when you're using the capture card, if that's what you use, you can obviously add the scenes, you can record, you can actually take screenshots as well through your Stream Deck. So you can set up the screenshot function, and when you're playing like a PS4 game through your capture card and you like what you see real quick, instead of having to worry about taking a screenshot through the PS4, just click that button, boom, it's done. Simple as that. You've obviously looked at a few options from the OBS Studio because that's exactly what we've done with the scenes and the audio. You can also add your sources as well. So like obviously you got your scenes and you got your sources. If I go onto my profile just here, on profile 1, I've got my sources here set up. So I've got my start and soon screen, my intro screen, display, webcam, music, etc, etc. That's all in another separate folder that I click. So it's all tucked away and it's all neat. If I go back to soundboard as well, this is a really cool one that I think is really interesting. So on stream, I have certain sounds that I use for like when I'm streaming and stuff like that. I'm not going to play any of these sounds on the YouTube video because I'm not sure what the copyright strike will do to me. And I'd hate to get a copyright strike for just playing a 3-second audio clip. But you can see the names of what I've got here on the actual sort of like settings. So I've got like an Obi-Wan Kenobi sound. I've got Pickle Rick, a Marvel theme tune that literally lasts like 5 seconds. These are sort of sounds that I use on my streams for when something cool happens with the appropriate time, if that makes sense. And literally all I did was I made a folder and I called it sounds. I then in the sounds folder clicked and dragged play audio, and all of these are separate play audios. And then within these little functions, you can play and stop, you can play it on a loop, play and restart, you can have it fade in, fade out, control the volume, the file, you literally click file here and it will actually go and find the sound that you've downloaded. It's simple, really simple to use. More stuff you can look into, like Streamlabs and Streamlabs OBS. It's exactly the same as the OBS Studio functions. You can see all the same things as you click here. You've got system as well. System's quite an interesting one, actually. So the YouTube button that you see on my profile just here, I use YouTube nearly every single day, just like most of us probably do anyway. So I use my YouTube button here to go straight to my YouTube channel to check my analytics, my channel statistics, and just general when I'm posting videos and just keeping upkeep on my channel. So with system, I clicked and dragged the website button over. I added the URL that you can see here, named it YouTube. And boom, when I click that button on my Stream Deck, it takes me straight to YouTube. So even when I'm not streaming, the Stream Deck comes in handy for things like that. So instead of me clicking the icon and then clicking my bookmarks, which is still very, very easy, the Stream Deck makes even the most simplest of things more simpler, if that's even possible. And it does. So that's a plus and a win in my books. Going from system, we've obviously got Twitch. So you can see that I've got a Twitch icon here in my profile. There's loads of things in this one. So if I actually click on my Twitch, you can see that I've got sub chat buttons, slow chat is only follower chat, open clip and emote. The open clip one is basically simple. If you hover over these, it will tell you what it does. So open last clip will open the last created clip that you did. So when you're actually on your like your dashboard for your stream manager, you know, when you click that clip button, if you click open clip, it will open up that clip for you so you can send it to your stream. Or in the integration system, when you go to more actions down here, this is something that I found out. There's loads of things that you can install that actually aren't defaultedly installed on your Stream Deck. The one that I installed that was really handy was OBS Functions, which was the Twitch tools down here. Twitch tools bar Radar. You'll find that in the more actions button when you go through it. And the one that I found really handy was clip to chat. So on my front page here, you see that I've got this little icon here. Basically what this does is it's a button that basically clips the last sort of like 15 to 20 seconds of your stream and it sends it straight to your Twitch chat. So it does it all for you. So like I said, people, push of a button. Nothing is ever complicated with a Stream Deck. It's so easy to use. This thing couldn't get any more easy if it tried. So the one that I actually want to show you, which I think is probably the coolest function the Stream Deck has, and that is the multi-action key. This allows you to do many actions with still the push of a button, rather than still pushing 1, 2, or 3 different buttons at the same time. So my go live button here actually doesn't just go live, it records at the same time. Very basic, but still, that would require 2 pushes, but it still only requires 1. So when I click the go live, you'll see that I've got from my OBS Studio here, the stream and record buttons. I've dragged these into the multi-action key, which you can find in the Stream Deck. Now, while I'm in the multi-action key, you won't be able to see the options. If I go back onto the front page and click on Stream Deck, you'll see multi-action. So you'll drag the multi-action key over to your page. Let me just show you actually while I'm here. Drag the multi-action key over. and it will show you this screen. Go to OBS Studio, drag record, drag stream, call it whatever you want it to be. So let's just call it go live, like I've done on my actual profile one. Go backwards and, sorry, put the title in the front, not that one. Go live. So when you click that button now on your Stream Deck, that will now record your OBS and start your streaming at the push of one button rather than two. The one thing that I think you want to really play around with that I think is really cool actually is the voice mod. This is something I haven't really played around with too much myself, but voice mod is a certain app that you can actually install for your Stream Deck that allows you to change your voice while you're streaming. So if you add your voice mod changer to your Stream Deck, you'll see here, still not a voice mod pro user, click here to see our unique offer for you. You can have a free version, but the voice mod changes change every 10 hours or something like that. It is a very cheap thing to have. At the moment, I'm pretty sure they've got a deal for which is like £25 for a lifetime, so you never pay for it again, or you pay, I think it's like £15 to £17 a month or every 3 months. I can't actually remember what it is. But if you do pay for the pro version, it sets up with your Stream Deck, and then when you're streaming, you can basically click this button and you can have set-in voice changes, such as there's ones called Titan, there's ones called Baby Voices, there's Deep Voices. So like you can just add that bit more of a production value to your stream with your voice changer. I thought that was really nice touch, and I'm probably actually going to get this voice mod myself because I thought there's actually quite cool things I could do with that while I'm streaming. So yeah, that one there is like really cool. But within that, when you go to more actions, you can see all the different integration systems that you can add. Stream Deck has integration systems with Philips Hue, I believe I saw in here. I saw it somewhere. Here you go, Philips Hue. So if you guys got any like sort of nano stream lights or like Hue bulbs in the backgrounds of your streams, you can actually connect it to your Stream Deck where you can change the colors if you have certain moods for certain games you're playing or whatnot. There's loads of things that you can have here. There's actually even games you can have on it, like a memory game that I haven't even tried on the Stream Deck yet, but I'm assuming it's just like it pops up and pops away and you got to guess where it is. Like I said, the Nano Leaf, the controller, just like the Philips Hue, you control your Nano Leaf through your Stream Deck. You're getting the point, guys. This thing is really, really cool. And the one thing I'll say about the Stream Deck is, and you're a streamer, you want to be as flowy as possible. You don't want to have any sort of like stops and turns while you're streaming. Let me just go back to my normal camera screen here. When you're streaming, you want things to go as smoothly as possible, and you don't want to sort of look away that you're taking your attention away from the stream, the change, a transition. There's nothing worse when you're playing around with the game and then you have to alt-tab, the visualization of the game goes, you're looking over to your stream and you think, right, okay, we're going to go to talk screen, and you click the button and then you go back into your game and it pops up. That yes, it is still quick, but it's not, it's very clunky. It doesn't look professional. So with a Stream Deck, as you've seen, you literally are playing your game, boom, boom, done. You've saved yourself so much time. And the duration for the whole stream, you've probably saved yourself a good, what, 10-15 minutes, not having to play around with clicking and buttons and alt-tabbing out and stuff like that. So yeah, the Stream Deck speaks for itself. But there's one more thing that I want to show you regarding on the Stream Deck, and that is the how to set yourself personal icons. Because if you go onto my profile here, let me actually take you to the recording scene of what we're actually doing today. You can see that I've actually got my own profile, and you can see here, if you see my new branding on Twitch and YouTube, this is actually my new logo, well, half of it anyway. So let's go back to profile 2, and let's just say we want to add a logo for Twitter. This is going to be an easy one to show you. Click on this little arrow here and just click create new icon. So when you click this, it's going to take you to this new page just here. So clicking that link will take you to this page, which is basically the icon page where you make all your own icons for your Stream Deck. And it literally is easy as picking a few, and you know, you can add your own pictures to it by clicking this function here. You can see that I made a few earlier while I was playing around with my Stream Deck. So if you want to create your own icons through, like, you know, Adobe Pro, oh my God, my phone just went off while I'm recording a video. That is really not ideal, is it? Really not ideal. Where was I? So yeah, I've been thrown off now. I've been thrown off guard. So if you wanted to create your own sort of like icons, you can obviously, you know, I use Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo. And obviously if you're using any Adobe products, you can actually find the dimensions online, make your own sort of like animated or even like icons for your Stream Deck. And you can actually just import them by clicking this little icon here. And then basically, let's just say, for example, we're adding one for the Twitter. So the one that I used for my Twitter was I added a little twerty bird over here, and I added a little blue background. I gave it a bit more of a lighter color because that's obviously what Twitter is, like baby blue. I dragged it down so it didn't overcover the Twitter logo, and then I shrunk the logo down just a little piece, just like that. Add it to the middle, and you can see the little preview window over here of what it actually looks like. So I save the key, it downloads. We come back to our little setting here of where the Stream Deck homepage is. Go to the Twitter, click the arrow once again, and then click Set from File. And we're going to come up with our little, our download. So I'm on my download page right now. So you'll see here the latest download was that one I just did. Stream Deck Key 14. Click Open. Sets the icon. Click away from it. And now on your Stream Deck, you should see that the little Twitter icon should now appear on your Stream Deck. It is that simple to make icons for your Stream Deck. Yeah, it's that simple. It's so easy to use. So yeah, guys, that's the Stream Deck. There is a lot more that could probably be explored with it as well that even I don't know. Like I said with the multi-action function, I know you can do stuff like instant replays. So say for example you're a big Apex Legends player or even Fortnite and stuff like that, and you get a really insane kill. You can use the multi-action function key within OBS to basically set an instant replay button. You have to create a few scenes into your thing. There's actually Elgato tutorials on YouTube for that precisely. So I'm not even going to try and outdo an Elgato tutorial because that doesn't make sense to me. Type in Elgato tutorial instant replay. You'll see the guy that actually comes from the company. He shows you how to do it all, and it's like a 4-minute clip. It's so easy to do. All these integration systems to add to your Stream Deck literally take minutes, and like I said, push of a button. Like, this thing has made my life so much easier on stream. But like I said at the beginning of the video, the Stream Deck isn't something that you want to be getting as a beginner streamer. Just remember that. When you are starting off to be a streamer, it's very easy to get overwhelmed by all the cool products that are out there for streamers and for anyone that's like, you know, that's into tech, such as like, oh, fancy microphones and like RGB keyboards, the Stream Deck itself, lighting, all that thing. Even though the lighting is important, you don't have to spend a lot of money on the camera, you know, the lighting, even the microphone. Don't get me wrong, you want to have a good production value for your stream because you obviously want to set out an example for yourself, your brand, the image that you're trying to, well, show yourself on Twitch or YouTube or whatever platform that you're streaming on. But make sure that you know, don't overspend, because there's something that I did a little bit, not too much of, but I did take a lot of advice from the Alpha Gaming channel, which is, like I said, the inspiration to why I started streaming. Watching their videos definitely showed me the ins and outs of what I should probably do and what I shouldn't do. And I'm glad I watched those videos before I started streaming, because otherwise I probably would have made a lot more errors of misjudgment, buying the wrong kit when I didn't actually need to, when it's more focus on what your content is rather than the stuff around you. Because as much as I've got the lighting and the camera, I look quite decent on the camera right now. This is a C922 camera. Don't get me wrong, I'd love a Canon video camera that makes me look sharp and crisp, but I don't necessarily need it right now. So make sure you're sensible with your money. If you've got the money aside to get a Stream Deck, 100%, 150% in fact, get yourself a Stream Deck. They do also come in Stream Deck Mini, the one that I've got, which is the medium, and they've actually just released the Stream Deck Extra Large. I think it was about a year ago or maybe 2 years ago, can't actually remember now. The Stream Deck Extra Large is basically a better design for the actual Stream Deck, like the actual structure of it. It just looks a bit neater, and obviously it's bigger, has more functions. That was weird. I generally thought my door just opened. I'm not sure if you heard that, but that was really strange. Ghosts, people, ghosts. But guys, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. One thing I want to say is I did a recent video on the GT player chair that I'm actually sitting in right now. That video got insane amount of views, and it's only been up for like 2.5 weeks now. Well, by the time I've posted this video, maybe 3 weeks. The support and likes and subscriptions that I'm getting for everybody on YouTube and even Twitch, it is insane. I say it every time, but I cannot thank you guys enough. It's, at the moment, something's happening. Something's happening with my channel, with my YouTube, with my Twitch. We're going in the right direction, people. And when that starts to happen as a streamer and you think about the goal, is one thing, but when you actually see it taking place, my God, it is a scary but exciting feeling, because you're like, wow, I'm actually making a name for myself. And guys, I wouldn't be able to do it without you, so thank you once again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm pretty sure I've said that already. Like I say, look out for my new merch as well. I've got Trident merch that has come out. So my brand is obviously Prime Pack, but the actual merch itself is called Trident, because that is the theme for my new logo. Go check it out in my Twitch About page with all my panels. And anything, guys, any videos you want to see on the YouTube channel, let me know, and I'll try my best to fulfill the responses in the comments below. Like I said, go subscribe, go like, go follow my social medias. You can see all my updates. You can see my Instagram, and if you really want to follow me on Instagram, be my guest. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Not sure what the next video is going to be yet, but it's been a pleasure. Now I've got to go and edit this video first and foremost, and look at the outtakes of this video because it's taking me quite a long time. So stay fancy, stay safe. Like I always say, keep smiling because it's contagious and everybody likes a smile. Stream Deck. Ooh, fancy box. Fancy box. It's always fancy.